Do not move to Dallas, Texas. Don't you do it. Why, you may ask? Well, I'm gonna tell you. In fact, I'm gonna give you the top 5 reasons why you should not move to Dallas, Texas and move to Frisco, Texas instead. Come on. What's up, my guy? John O here with the Selling North Dallas Real Estate team. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, like all the videos, send your money. Just kidding, don't send your money. Today, we're gonna break down the top 5 reasons why you should not move to Dallas, Texas, but instead move to Frisco, Texas. The number 5 reason is real estate. It's a real estate channel. So I did a little digging for you. You could pull this stuff up, but you would much rather listen to the sound
of my melodious voice
as I break this stuff down. So let's jump on the computer here. According to the good people at Redfin, these are 2022 numbers. The median sales price in Dallas, Texas is $399,500. So what's that home look like? Well, I've jumped into Zillow. Now I've had people ask, why don't you show us what's in the MLS? Well, there's a couple of reasons. The MLS is protected. It's specifically for real estate agents unless we set up a portal. The reason I use Zillow is I want you to have ready access to the stuff that I'm using so you can see the data that I'm using. If you want to see exactly what's in the MLS, call me. We can talk about what that process looks like. But for today, we're trying to move quick. Dallas, Texas, let's put some parameters on this dude. So the median home price is $399, so I'm gonna do $375 to $400. And let's just do 3 bedroom, 2 bath. All right, so this one right here on Alabama Avenue is a new construction. And I've gone ahead and pulled that up on the map. So let's look at this on the map first. So this is on the south end of Dallas, right down from the Dallas Zoo. And let's look at the neighborhood first. Okay, so this is the median home price in Dallas. Now, in fairness, this is a brand new construction. It looks like they tore this house down, or maybe it's in this lot. But, you know, this is a quick gander at the neighborhood.
Let me just give this a quick gander.
So you can live next door to this guy who's storing windows on the side of his house. Let's just drive down the street here. Oh, look, there's a car wash right down the street. And they do have a mechanic on duty, whatever that's worth. All right, so let's look at the pictures. This is a really cute house. There's a shot of the backyard. That's cool, little accent wall. Okay, so, you know, this is a cute house. 3 bedroom, 2 bath. What was it, 1,800 square feet? Oh, there's that Blazer. Oh, there it is. Maybe the Blazer doesn't move. All right, okay, John-O, you're kind of being a jerk. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm trying to be educational. This is the median home price at random. We just picked a house in Dallas. Okay, well, the median home price in Frisco, according to Redfin, 2022 numbers, $646,500. All right, so what does that get you? So I hopped over here, Frisco, Texas, homes for sale. The median price was $646,500, so I did a search between $625,000 and $650,000, kept it 3 bedroom, 2 bath, and just clicked on the first one on the list. This one is on Burnt Prairie Lane, Panther Creek, and Coit. So this is the tollway, this is Preston Road. So you're in Frisco on the east side. So the other one had a couple of car washes, actually. Yeah, the car wash down the street. You had Pepe's Car Wash. You got Chief Radiator Service. This is back to Dallas. Oh, look here, Beckley Center Park. And you're right here off of the Interstate 35 on the south end of Dallas. Back to Frisco. All right, so we've got El Dorado and PGA. So this dude is right here. Now it does back to Panther Creek, so it's not like I'm cherry picking for the dopest house in Frisco at $650. Let's take a look at the pictures. What year is this built? So the other one was a brand new house. This one was built in, here we go, built in 2016. So what's that, 7 years old? 6 years old. 3 bedrooms, 3 bath, 2,800 square feet. Now, in fairness, not exactly apples to apples. 2016 build. I would say this is what you would expect to see in a house in Frisco, Texas. Very cute. Like that kitchen. Oh, I love the darker cabinets, man. I think darker cabinets, they're coming back. They're coming for you.
They're coming for us.
I think people just got sick of all the white. All right, so does this have a pool? This does not have a pool. Let's look at the backyard. Oh, you get a pool. And I just shot a video near one of my favorite golf courses, the Trails of Frisco. I'll put a link to the video right here. I talk about this in the video. This particular house we're looking at right now has this feature, and in the video that I just referenced, it does not, but I talk about adding it, and it's this guy right here. When you have a rear entry garage, most of the time there's a fence here so that the driveway is not included in the backyard. But look at how much bigger the space feels when you enclose that, and then you just roll up or roll down the alley, hit the button, there's a gate that opens up. That's the universal symbol for the gate opens up, and you pull inside. So if you have little kiddos, or you want to keep them contained, or you just want the backyard to feel bigger, this is a great way to do that and have your parking contained inside. Now we're going to get to crime a little bit later in this video, but for now, good looking pool, straight line. Could have done a little better job with the edging. Here's another shot of the gate. I know what you're thinking. Jono, you're not exactly being fair comparing a $400,000 house in Dallas with a $650,000 house in Frisco. That makes complete logical sense. You may be asking why I connected with you telepathically through the camera. We'll do a video on that later. I would ask that question, right? So let's do that. Let's just jump into, so this can be my Frisco and this could be my Dallas. So let's see what kind of house you get in Dallas for $625,000 so that we really round this sucker out. Sorry, $650,000. So Dallas, let's go 625 to 650. So this is in Mansfield, South Dallas. Here's a $625,000. Now, why would somebody spend virtually the same price on a 5-bedroom, 4-bath, 3,200 square feet versus a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,900 square feet? In a word, location. This is a much more desirable location in my humble opinion. This house was built probably in the 70s. Looks like it's been painted. This is actually really cute. Lots of whites, lots of grays, lots of guitars, Cadillacs. Hillbilly music. Dwight Yoakam? No? All right. Just like with any metro area, you can get a wide swath of options at different price points. So there it is, real estate. So let's keep moving. All right, number 4, safety. Now, there's a saying, if you assault data enough, it will confess to anything. We've said that quite a bit on the channel, but let's just try to let the data speak for itself. So I've jumped over here to the good folks at neighborhoodscout.com. I'll put a link down in the description for both the Dallas crime link as well as the Frisco crime link. But once you go to the site and you click on crime, it lists some of the safest Dallas neighborhoods over here to the right, but I want to scroll down a bit to the crime index. 100 is the safest, and Dallas has a crime index of 5. So it's safer than 5% of US cities. Number of crimes, 11,534 violent crimes in Dallas. Now, Dallas covers a lot of real estate, and we'll get into this, but let's let the numbers speak for themselves, okay? If you scroll down a little bit further, my chances of becoming a victim of violent crime in Dallas, and these are 2022 numbers, 1 in 113. So take your family for a walk in Dallas, right? Put the kiddies in the stroller and just go for a walk in Dallas versus go for a walk in Frisco. Now, we're covering the 5 reasons why you should not move to Dallas, but you should move to Frisco. I'm not trying to be biased. I'm really trying to let the numbers speak for themselves. Okay, so if we jump over to Frisco, Frisco has a crime index of 52. Again, 100 is the safest. So Frisco is safer than 52% of US cities. Now, there are parts of Dallas you don't want to be caught in at night. I would submit to you there's parts of Frisco that it wouldn't be smart to be in at night, right? So this is a sweeping generalization, but wholesale, I think if you look at the data that's being presented, Frisco is just a safer city. Your chances of being involved in a violent crime in Frisco, 1 in 1,090, versus in Dallas, 1 in 113. Safety. All right, so the number 3 reason why you should move to Dallas, you should move to Frisco instead, the school system. Now, we're gonna start with Dallas. I did a search for Dallas, Texas on greatschools.org, and this is what I see. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. If I do a search for Frisco, 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10. So if you just stop there, oh, Dallas has better schools. Well, let's look at the schools that they're comparing. Irma Lerma Rangel Young Women's Leadership School. I'm butchering that name. I'm sure I am. Look at the trend here. Early College High School. Trinidad Garza Early College High School. I've clicked on the high school button, by the way. School of Business and Management, School of Health Professionals, School of Science and Engineering, Judge Barefoot Center's Law Magnet School. All of these are 10 out of 10 schools. Guess what? They're not public schools. They're not part of DISD. School of the Talented and Gifted. A lot of these are private schools, magnet schools. In fact, it's not until you scroll down. Highland Park High School is the first school listed. Let's jump into this real quick. Now, if you're from Dallas, Highland Park is a very exclusive part of Dallas. Very nice, very affluent. In fact, if you're not from this area and you're gonna take a trip to Dallas, I would highly recommend driving through Highland Park. It's gorgeous. It's just fun to just drive around and look at the outsides of these houses. Okay, here we go. It was taking a minute for the screen to refresh.
I mean, it took forever.
20 minutes later. You're making me look bad, greatschools.org. There we go. Okay, Highland Park High School. Test scores above average, not surprising. Very affluent section of Dallas. Student progress, college readiness, all above average. There's a ton of data in here. If you really want to get into the minutia, I'll let you do that on your own. But Woodrow Wilson High School is the next DISD school that's listed, and it's a 5 out of 10. Public district. Oh, I stand corrected. This first one, Irma Lerma Rangel Young Women's Leadership School, is a public district school. Let's just jump in here to Irma Lerma. Irma Lerma. Can I go to this school if I'm not a girl? Okay, so it's not like a traditional ISD where if you live inside the boundaries, you get to go there. You've got to meet certain requirements. So, School of Business and Management says public district. Let's see. Marvin E. School of Business and Management. Apply online. Starting November 1st, you'll be required to upload the following documents to the application. Most recent report card. So again, there are requirements that you must meet in order to participate at this school. So DISD, but they're not just going to let anybody in. It looks like you've got to live within a certain boundary and do well on the interview and assessment. Let's try one more. Judge Barefoot Sanders. Quick links. Dallas ISD offers more unique programs and opportunities than any school or district in the city. This means your kid has options. Explore them all at Discover Dallas ISD. 20 minutes later. Dallas schools on the whole, according to this website, I did not attend Dallas schools. There are some very, very desirable schools in Dallas, like Lakewood, for example, has a tremendous elementary school that's very coveted, and it's very difficult to get into that neighborhood. So let's compare this with Frisco schools. So if we start at the very top, Wakeland High School, 9 out of 10, Heritage, 8 out of 10, Independence, Reedy, Centennial, where's Lone Star? Lone Star, 6 out of 10. So in a past life, worked with a lot of kids that went to Lone Star High School. And from what I can gather, it's a great high school. I'll let you dive into the details of the different data. But this is one of those scenarios where you've got to fall within the boundaries if you want your kid to go to that school, right? You got to have a certain address. Or if you're a teacher and you teach in the district, you can pick and choose what school your kid goes to as a benefit of being an employee of the Frisco ISD. I would say, if given the choice of living in Dallas and my child attending a school in Dallas, or living in Frisco and my child attending a school in Frisco, hands down, I would choose Frisco because I'm more familiar with the communities in and around Frisco. It's a safer environment, according to the crime stats. I would have no problems throwing the kiddo into a wagon and dragging them through the streets of Frisco. I would have great reservation doing that in Dallas. Take that with a grain of salt. Hopefully this is helpful. Before we get to the top 2 reasons why you should scratch Dallas and put Frisco on the short list, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. Click the subscribe button and then turn on the notification bell. And also, if you appreciate content like this, hit the thumb. In the lower left-hand corner, you'll see a thumb. If you touch it, confetti will erupt. You'll instantly be accepted into your desired friend group. Things will start happening for you socially. None of that is true, but it's just fun to say, and I would greatly appreciate the like. So now let's dive into the last 2 reasons why you should be looking at Frisco and not Dallas. Traffic. All right, so I just went to Google and I typed in Dallas traffic map. Traffic does not have an E on the end of it. Trafice is something else. So you can click on this interactive map of Dallas, and I'm gonna zoom out. And right now, let's see, it's 2:09 in the PM, Central Standard Time. And you can see all this green. If you're gonna be driving in Dallas right now, it's a good time to be doing it. Although on 35, we got this section of road closure. Well, that's no good. So the service roads appear to be open, but that section of Interstate 35 look like they're road closure on ramp, but it looks like the traffic around that is moving pretty well. Just a cool interactive map that anytime you can jump in here and take a look at what traffic is doing. I would highly recommend this if you're outside of the area and you're looking at Dallas and you know that you're going to be going to work somewhere around 8 o'clock. What are the traffic patterns? What might you run into? Whereas if you look up here in Frisco, it looks like they've got a closure on the Dallas North Tollway. Oh, there's a crash. So I've said this before on the channel, I use the GPS on my phone if I'm going anywhere. Now, if I'm just running down the street to Kroger, I don't. But if I'm driving into Frisco from Prosper, I always use my map because crashes happen, right? The tollway in this section right here is 3 lanes going north and 3 lanes going south. The speed limit's 70 miles an hour, but everybody drives 90. Crashes happen, right? Accidents happen, and sure enough, I need to get down here to Legacy West, and it's backed up in this section. So I may decide, you know what, I'm going to take Preston Road so that I avoid this section here. Or Legacy, you get the point. Now, for the last reason that you should move to Frisco instead of Dallas, what do you do for fun? I would bet dollars to donuts, anything you can do in Dallas, you can do in Frisco. Let's say you want to go see the Mavs play, or the Stars, or you wanted to see a concert at AAC. AAC's in downtown Dallas. It's not in Frisco, but how many times a week are you going to do that? How many times a month are you going to go to the AAC? If you had season tickets for the Mavs, obviously you're going to be going down there a lot, but when you weigh everything else together, it probably makes more sense to drive. Or if you have season tickets, you probably have a car taking you down there rather than living down there, right? But if you look at what do you spend your free time doing? In a past life, I was big into CrossFit, right? So I would enjoy going and working out at other CrossFit gyms. There's actually more CrossFit gyms in Frisco than there are in Dallas, if you can believe that.
I don't know if I believe that.
But what do you like to do with your free time? If you like to hike or ride bikes around lakes, we have all of that in Frisco that we have in Dallas. And according to the crime stats, you have an infinitely lower chance, sorry, my pizza's backing up on me. I don't know why I told you that. What was I even talking about? Crime and pizza. You're gonna be better off, better served, you're gonna be safer riding your bicycle in Frisco than you are in Dallas, just from a crime perspective. If I call any one of my homies right now living in Frisco and said, where would you rather live, Frisco or Dallas? They would all say the exact same things that I did. Maybe that's birds of a feather. I don't hate Dallas, but if I don't have to go into Dallas, I don't. My spidey senses are on high alert when I go down there. I don't go by myself. I can handle myself, but I choose not to borrow trouble. So if I'm going to a game, I make sure I take somebody with me. I guess it depends on what season of life you're in. Ultimately, the point that I'm trying to get to here is what's important to you. I can tell you all day long what's important to me, but unless you're exactly like me,
I most certainly am not.
you know, there needs to be room for what's important to you. Now, in my opinion, Frisco has much more opportunities than Dallas does, but it's not about me. We gotta do some deep dive into what's important to you, your family, the people involved in that decision, your finances, right? If you're thinking about moving to this area, hopefully this has been helpful. If you already live in Frisco or already live in Dallas, let me know down in the comments if you think I got it right or if you think I'm completely blown. The comment section's going bananas. We love it. Thank you for your participation. Right here, I'm gonna put a link to a playlist of different homes that we've done home tours of in Frisco to give you a little bit better idea of what you can get for the money, including this one specifically. I think it should have been titled Real Estate Drinking Game. If it's in the evening and you feel like having a little bit of fun, watch this video right here where we talk about a property on Kickapoo Street and we try to turn it into a drinking game. I'm sorry, I'm a middle school boy sometimes. That's it. Here's some encouraging words from my good friend Ice Cube.
Bye, Felicia.